Skull Nation, buckle up because what I'm about to reveal is gonna send shockwaves through every single Vikings fan's soul. You thought the first bombshell was massive. Well, hold on to your horns because this next piece of information is about to turn everything you know about our defensive potential completely upside down. We're talking about a move that could single-handedly transform our secondary from good to absolutely elite. And trust me, you're gonna want to smash that subscribe button, because this is the kind of insider analysis that separates the real fans from the pretenders. The training camp buzz is reaching fever pitch, and with over $23, $5 million burning a hole in our salary cap, the front office is positioned to make moves that could define our entire season. But here's where it gets absolutely insane. We're not just talking about adding depth. We're talking about adding a proven playmaker who's been flying under the radar because of circumstances completely beyond his control. Picture this scenario. Brian Flores, the defensive mastermind, who's already got quarterbacks across the NFC North losing sleep, suddenly gets his hands on a weapon that could make our secondary the most feared unit in the entire conference. We're talking about a player who's made elite quarterbacks look like rookies, someone who's got the ball skills and instincts that you simply cannot teach. The anticipation is absolutely killing me, and I know you're sitting there refreshing your phone waiting for this revelation. Make sure you drop a comment below telling me what you think about the direction this team is heading, because what I'm about to tell you is gonna make you realize why this upcoming season could be something truly special. Here's the second earth-shattering revelation that's gonna change everything. Marcus Williams is not just on our radar, he's practically gift-wrapped and sitting there waiting for us to pull the trigger. This 28-year-old safety brings something to the table that money absolutely cannot buy. Elite ball skills and game-changing instincts that have resulted in 20 career interceptions. Let me put that number in perspective for you. 20 interceptions in the NFL is not just impressive, it's downright elite. We're talking about a player who was selected 42nd overall in the 2017 draft, which means he's been thoroughly vetted and proven he belongs among the best players in the world. Standing at 6'1" and weighing 203 pounds, Williams has the perfect frame for what Brian Flores wants to accomplish with his defensive scheme. But here's where this gets absolutely mind-blowing. This isn't just about his physical tools, it's about his mental processing and instincts that have made him a ball hawk throughout his entire career. Those 20 interceptions didn't happen by accident, folks. They happened because this man has a supernatural ability to read quarterbacks and put himself in position to make game-changing plays that can flip the momentum of an entire game. Now, I can already hear some of you saying, if he's so good, why is he still available? And that's exactly where the opportunity lies that could make Kevin O'Connell and his staff look like absolute geniuses. Williams signed a massive 5-year, $70 million contract with Baltimore in 2022. Which proves beyond any shadow of a doubt that he's capable of performing at an elite level when healthy and motivated. The fact that he struggled last season and received a poor PFF grade of 42. 9 might actually be the best thing that could happen to us, because it means we could potentially sign a proven Pro Bowl caliber player for way below market value. Think about it. We're talking about a player who's proven he can perform at the highest level. But circumstances and possibly injuries have created a situation where he's available for a fraction of what he's actually worth. The injury concerns are absolutely real. He's only played 11 games in his best season as a Raven, and that's definitely something our medical staff would need to evaluate thoroughly. But here's the thing about the Vikings organization that makes me so optimistic. We've always been exceptional at rehabilitation and getting the most out of players who need a fresh start and a change of scenery. Remember what we've done with other reclamation projects over the years. This could be another one of those diamond in the rough situations that makes everyone in the organization look like absolute masterminds. The risk-reward ratio here is off the charts, because if Williams can return to even 80% of his peak form, we're talking about getting elite production at a bargain basement price. What makes this even more intriguing is our current depth chart at safety. We don't have the luxury of deep veteran presence like we've had in previous seasons, which means Williams wouldn't just be another body taking up a roster spot. He'd be a legitimate contributor who could see significant playing time and make an immediate impact on our secondary from day one. The psychological impact alone would be devastating for opposing offenses. Imagine Aaron Rodgers or Jared Goff trying to read our defensive scheme, knowing that there's a proven ball hawk roaming the secondary, just waiting for them to make one mistake. The mental warfare aspect of having a player with Williams' reputation could force quarterbacks into making rushed decisions and poor throws. But here's what really gets me excited about this potential signing. It's not just about what Williams brings individually, it's about how he could elevate the entire secondary through his experience and leadership. Having a veteran presence who's been through the wars and knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level could be invaluable for our younger players who are still learning the nuances of playing safety in the NFL. The versatility factor is absolutely crucial too. Williams has shown throughout his career that he can play multiple positions in the secondary, which gives Brian Flores incredible flexibility in his defensive packages. We could use him as a deep safety, bring him down into the box as a run stopper, or even use him in coverage on tight ends and slot receivers. Think about the matchup problems this creates for opposing offensive coordinators. They'd have to game plan for a player who's proven he can impact the game in multiple ways, which means they can't just focus on stopping one particular aspect of our defense. The chess match element of having Williams in our secondary would be absolutely fascinating to watch unfold. Now, I know some of you are worried about the financial implications, but let's be realistic here. With his recent struggles and injury history, Williams isn't going to command anything close to his previous contract numbers. We're probably looking at a prove-it deal that could be incredibly team-friendly, especially if we structure it with incentives based on games played and performance metrics. The timing couldn't be more perfect either. We're heading into training camp with question marks in our secondary, and adding a proven veteran who's hungry to prove he's still got elite level ability could be exactly what this defense needs to take the next step. The motivation factor alone makes this a potentially explosive signing. But wait, now there's still one more piece to this puzzle. That's gonna tie everything together and make you realize why this could be the most important offseason in Vikings history. The final revelation involves a player who represents everything we love about Vikings football. And when you hear this name, you're gonna understand why having cap space isn't just about making one big splash. The foundation is being laid for something truly special, and what I'm about to tell you next is going to make you believe that this season could be the one we've all been waiting for. Make sure you hit that like button if you're as pumped as I am about these possibilities, because the best is yet to come. Are you ready for the final piece of this championship?